These are my 1-minute habits for productivity and success that anyone can start. So I love anything to do with productivity and anything that's going to help me be a success when it comes to my business. And I really wanted to share with you 1-minute habits that work really well to kind of like set you up for success and keep you productive, but they're super easy to do. I really wanted to just appeal to anyone kind of wanting to better their productivity, but in a really quick way. You know, anyone who's kind of like a bit impatient and just wants to get the job done, but also wants it to be beneficial to their whole system of working as well. So hopefully these are all going to help you. You can pick out all of them, or you can even just implement 1 or 2 of them into your own work routine and see how you get on. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button so that you never miss any of my future videos. Don't forget, I do have an online publication called Confessions of a Creative, which I think you're going to love. It covers everything from style, fashion, beauty, entrepreneurship, culture, a bit of everything, all written by me. There are 2 subscription offers. One is free, where you get access to some of the site. The other is paid, and all it costs is a coffee a month, and you get so much for it. You get dedicated posts, which no one else can see other than paid subscribers, access to the full site, subscriber perks and benefits, plus a little room where we can actually chat. And yeah, there's some really good stuff on there. So go out, check it out, and hopefully you're gonna love what you see there. Now, let's get started with this video. Digital declutter. So this is something that has really helped me. It doesn't actually take long at all, and I think you guys are going to love it because it may be a bit of a pain to do initially, but honestly, once you've done it, it is so good and it's just so satisfying too. I don't know about you, but there have been many times where my phone has just given me a notification that I don't have any more space on my phone because the number of like images that I have, especially because I'm a content creator. So there's always like little snippets of videos here and there. I need to kind of like take everything off and put it somewhere else so that I can just free up my phone space. I find that every so often I have to do that, not only to obviously free up space on my phone, but also it just generally declutters my phone. So what I like to do is just take a little bit of time, and honestly, it's so quick. Transfer whatever images you may have or videos that you may have on your phone, on your album, that you actually don't need on your phone. Just either delete them or transfer them over to a hard drive or iCloud, whatever. It will just free up your whole space on your phone. But not only that, it just becomes a little bit decluttered and you don't have so much random stuff on there. Sometimes I have gone through my album and there's just so many random images in there and videos that I'm like, I don't even know why I have this on my phone. And the more you build it up, the harder it is to actually decide to actually take the time to clear it up. So I would suggest doing this at least once every 2 weeks so that it doesn't become such a chore for you later on. It's not just about your album on your phone, like pictures and things like that. It is also about the apps that you use. So I love decluttering my phone every so often. It takes me honestly less than a minute, and all I'm doing is getting rid of apps that I actually don't use. I have been through my phone before where there's just random apps and I'm like, I don't even know when I downloaded this and have I even ever used it. I don't think so. I have a bad habit of that. So what I do is I just actually get rid of everything that I don't use. I only keep the ones that I end up using. If I can't remember the last time that I actually used an app, I will just get rid of it because it's just unnecessary space. Your phone is like your desk as well. If it's messy, if there's random stuff that is unnecessary and you don't need, it honestly makes you feel so crazy in the head too. Like you just don't feel like you're kind of decluttered in your mind. So decluttering your phone is honestly going to help you so much. You will thank me later. Idea and goal lists. Now, keeping a list of things like ideas and goals that you may have, no matter how big or small, can be visually so good for your mind. Honestly, when you write something down, it has a completely different meaning to it. I feel like when you keep all this stuff in your head and it's just floating around, it's harder for them to actually materialize. So if you write it down, there's something about seeing something written down that just kind of automatically makes you feel like it's way more achievable. It's easier to build on that idea or that goal. Whereas if I have it in my head and I haven't actually written it down, I just feel like it stays there floating around. It's just, it's just there. It's just like I'm not actually doing anything with it. So materializing that onto paper will honestly make you feel so much better. And it's a very quick and easy thing to do. If you ever have an idea and you're like, this is actually a great idea, just write it down. It doesn't matter if it doesn't make sense initially because you'll figure it out and you have actually written it down for you to kind of remember like, okay, this is something I can build on. It may not make much sense now, but once I build on it and I add more things to it, then it's going to be easier for me to figure out what I can do with this. And even if you don't end up doing something with it, you have tried, you've done something, you've been proactive, you've tried to actually make something from nothing. You just don't know when and which idea is going to end up working. So make sure you write these things down, and writing your goals down as well can honestly make it feel so much more achievable than just letting it sit in your head. Desk declutter. This is something that really does help. Honestly, I've spoken about this in other videos as well, and it really does help to declutter my mind too. If you have a clean space, a decluttered space, it genuinely makes your mind feel the same way. You just feel like you've cleaned up your mind as well. If you're looking at messy things and everything's all over the place, it can kind of make your mind feel like that too. So it's really good to just get these things cleared up, ready to set your day up. And also, it's not just about cleaning the space, like making sure that it's not just things that shouldn't be there. Like, decluttering is all good and well, but also cleaning your space. So for example, once every week, I'll probably clean my screen, or my husband does it for me sometimes. He just sees it and he's like, that needs doing, because he's a bit of a clean freak. Cleaning your screen, cleaning your keypad, cleaning like your phone and things like that, your iPad, the keyboard, everything makes a difference. I keep like this large powder brush, which isn't used on anything other than dust, and it just helps to just dust everything off. You know, if I don't want to really get a wipe and do it in that way, then it's a really quick and easy way for me to just get rid of any dust that may have kind of like collected throughout the day. Doing this honestly is so satisfying, and you just feel like, okay, I'm ready to go now, because I'm not working in a dirty space, I'm not working in a messy space, everything's clean, and I feel like it's just set me up for the day. Keep water on your desk. I know this is a really simple thing to do, but I've had those days where I've become so engrossed in what I'm doing that I don't even drink enough water, and I try and drink 2 to 3 liters a day. So usually I will keep my bottle like this by me throughout the day. So this stays on my desk no matter where I am, and I make sure that once I've got through at least a whole bottle by like say 1 o'clock, then I can refill it, and then I'm good to go for the next batch. So it's something that really does help, because it does keep you hydrated. You can honestly end up with a headache, and it doesn't make you productive. That's not going to set you up for success. If you're feeling really kind of dehydrated and you've consumed so much information and you're not even hydrating yourself, it is a small but very easy thing to do to keep you productive, keep you hydrated, and keep you kind of like just your mind fresh. So make sure you do keep water on your desk, even if it is just a glass. Make sure you keep topping it up, and make that your drink of choice as opposed to just constant coffee. I love my coffee, by the way, but I make sure I don't really have any after 3 p.m. so that I'm leaving at least 6 to 8 hours before I go to bed without any coffee. Prioritize your day. This is so important, because what it actually does is helps you to figure out what you're going to work on throughout the day, and it does set you up for productivity and success. And I would say start with the things that are really important. You want to make sure you get those things done, and then slowly kind of like filter down into the tasks that are not as important, but you still would like to get them done throughout the day. Be realistic about whether you can fit this whole list in your day as well, because sometimes we get so crazy with to-do lists that you forget that actually, you know what, this is like more of like a to-do list for the week as opposed to just a day. So make sure you're realistic about it. Can you fit all of these things in for the day? It honestly takes not even a minute for you to write that list. I mean, unless you've got a crazy amount of stuff that you're trying to do, but honestly, it shouldn't take you long. Just write a list, make sure you reshuffle it afterwards so that you've done it according to order of priority, and then maybe set yourself a timer. And I don't mean like a timer as in put a timer on your phone. I mean like allocate a certain amount of time that you're going to work on that topic. So you could be doing emails from 9 a.m. until 11 a.m. and then the rest of the next 2 hours you can work on a different project, and then the other hour you can work on something else. It's a lot more easier for you to actually stay productive that way. Honestly, this small little thing, doing this first and spending about a minute on it, is going to help to set you up for the rest of your day. Just that one little thing that you've done in the morning by actually putting your to-do list in order of priority is going to make it so much easier for you to get things done, stay productive, have your mind very clear and clean, and not trying to figure out what you can do as you go along. It just sets you up for success. You're more likely to be successful in completing that list. Just literally just tick it off as you go along, and you feel so much better and productive about it, because you know that, okay, I've got one thing done, 3-4 more things to go, and we're done for the day. And it makes you feel good. It gives you a push in the right direction. I really do hope that all these little 1-minute hacks or tips or whatever you want to call them have really helped you. And I hope that you incorporate them into your own day to help you just become a little bit more productive, a little bit more successful. I can guarantee if you implement all of these, it's really going to help you and make it just a lot more smoother and streamlined for you. It's definitely helped me. And I feel like these are all things that are realistic for you to do, especially if you're someone like me who struggles with staying productive. And you need those kind of extra tips here and there to help you just keep your mind on track. So I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it's been helpful. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button so that you never miss any of my future videos. Until the next video, take care and I'll see you soon.